Hello, Gemini. Thank you very much for tuning in to this week's read. For the main part of the read, I'm using the Vice Versa Tarot. Hopefully I get this the right way so you can see it. The creators are here on the side. Here's how their names are spelled if you want to check those out. That way you can find them easily. I'll also give you the website here in a second. The website I have is on the back of the pamphlet or booklet. Feel free to check that out. Freeze frame and check it out. It's at the bottom, the last line. All right. Supportive Oracle cards, Magical Spell cards by Lucy Cavendish. Illustrated by Jesse Reish. There's also a website at the bottom. Feel free to freeze frame and check that out if you're interested. Okay. What do we have for Gemini? What is going... It just flew right out, so we're going to let it stay where it landed. Ooh! The Devil! Gemini's tricky. You're tricky. You guys are tricky. And I don't mean that in a bad way, I mean that in a good way. If there's somebody that's going to dance with the devil and make it work to their advantage, it's probably going to be Gemini. I'm not saying that's the best idea. I'm just saying if you decide you want to. Interesting devil card. That's the thing. You can figure out things that people don't want you to figure out. I feel like also you're really good at making people not realize you know what you know. If you want to make something confusing, you can do that. You know, you're going to figure out the devil. I think you're going to figure out the devil because it's off to the side. It's off to the side, and it's kind of like, I'm going to get myself out of this situation, and the way I'm going to get myself out of this situation is I'm going to see what does the devil really have? How is the devil keeping control of things? The devil is about restriction a lot of times, boundaries, sometimes excessive boundaries, sometimes, depending how you're looking at it. I feel like what you're doing is you're getting around this and like, how does the devil keep control of this situation? Where are they getting their might from? How are they able to control people like this? That's what you're searching down to find, because I feel like you're offering people an out. We got this here. Judgment, and it's going in your favor. Definitely in your favor. But this is something like, I feel like you already know the answer. You just got to kind of like put together the pieces. And I mean, it's kind of like, literally, say you have like a 1,000-piece puzzle. You got all the pieces. You literally just have to put it together. That's literally all it takes, because I feel like you already have the answer. You just got to put it together. Oh, yeah. You're looking at it in this sense. I feel like you already have the answer, but when I see this, right, I'm seeing this card here. My first glance, I feel, it looks like there's a cup missing, right? There's not. That's the 8 of Cups. That's all there's supposed to be there. But that's the thing. It's realizing there's nothing missing. It looks like something is missing. There's nothing missing. It is just realizing that there's nothing missing. You already have all the information. I feel like maybe that's what's going on. You're going through this labyrinth feeling like I haven't found all the pieces yet. You have all the pieces. You definitely have all the pieces. If this reading is going to hit, you have all the pieces. It's just realizing you do. That gets you out of this. This is a great card to have upside down. 8 of Swords. That's getting out of the situation, getting out of the problem. Stop looking for more information. I feel like, stop looking for more information. You have it. You have it. Think about what you have. Maybe organize it. Write it down. Especially if you write it down in whatever works for you. Like, I'm not saying you have to write this big giant dissertation or anything. But, like, even if you're, like, putting it in your own notes on your phone or whatever you're doing, put it down, like, write down just something just so you know what you're talking about. You know what I mean? Jacket. Left in corner. Was there yesterday, not there today. Just write down everything you know it was purple, wasn't mine, don't know who it was, but it disappeared when so and so left. Whatever you gotta put, like put down your facts, but you don't have to like write it out longhand, just shorthand, just so you know what you're talking about, just so you know when you look at it, oh yeah, that's what I meant when I wrote that. Especially if you write it down in some form, because I feel like if you write it down, you'll like look at it and you'll be like, exactly. You'll be like, exactly. That's exactly what's happening. Stop looking for more information. You have it. You have all the pieces. Somebody is trying to create confusion here. I feel like it's the devil. The devil is trying to also create confusion. It's not just over restrictive, but trying to create confusion. Get through that labyrinth. It might be a situation that's constantly random, constantly up and down. The Wheel of Fortune is what this card is. There's a lot going on, but it doesn't seem to be a rare thing. Don't get caught up in that. Be careful that somebody doesn't try to distract you with this, or hey Gemini, did you see that? Hey Gemini, did you see this? Hey Gemini, look at that. Don't get caught up in that. Do yourself a favor. Like, one of the things I do is, like, if there's something that's popping in your head, that's another reason to write it down. Write it down as you're thinking about it. Put it down, put it away. When you're thinking about it again, come back to it and go, oh yeah, that's right. And I also remember this and this too and that too. That way, if somebody pulls you away with these little things that probably will get your attention, you still keep coming back to, like, putting more of the puzzle together, Because I feel like this is constant. Random things just keep coming your way, and it's hard to not. But as long as that's, again, I feel like you're writing it down in some form, even if you're putting it down in some type of computer way or whatever, you keep coming back to it. You get closer and closer to solving the puzzle. You see what's going on here. You definitely see what's going on here in the future. This is where this is going. Once you see it, once you've solved it, and you know what's going on, and you got your answer, then it's just about timing. It's just about timing and, like, waiting for the next bus to pass. It's kind of like, now that I have the bus schedule, it's kind of like, this is a bus schedule. That's like the first part, like, this is a bus schedule. Aha, and now that I have it, I can see it's going to come by here, there, and there, and there. Actually, tomorrow at this time, I could do that. And then I could solve this, and I could let these other people know, hey, this is the bus schedule. I'm just going to make sure that, like, I'll leave it so that they find it after I'm gone. That way they don't get in my way. They can have the bus schedule after I've left, just so they don't become a problem. And then I'll do what I need to. Then they can do what they need to do just as much. You're finding the out. You're finding the out. You're also giving other people a chance to find their out as well. Make sure you get out first. Highly, highly, highly recommend you get out first. Because if you get out first and then leave the answers for other people to do as they will, I feel like that's fair. You're giving the answers, you're letting other people do what they want. But the thing is, if you tell people before you get out, as if they're going to pull you along with them, I feel like they're just going to be like, I have to get out of here. And they're just going to kind of leave you in the dust. And then you're going to be struggling to get out with everybody else. It's going to be like, if there's 500 people in a building, and you know we got to all leave in the next 10 minutes or else there's going to be problems, go outside and then call somebody and say, hey, I left some information on my desk. Go ahead and check that out. You're outside. You're cool. They have the information too. They can do what they need to do. If you tell everybody at once, they're all cramming the doors, and you might be just barely getting out on time. That's just, I'm not saying that's that devastating, but you know what I'm saying. Because you're getting the victory. You're finding what you want. Just make sure you take care of you first. You're taking care of other people. It's just, I feel like you get left in the back if you help other people first. Help yourself first. I know it may sound selfish, and maybe it is. I don't think it is, but help yourself first, and then say, hey, by the way, there's information. Do what you got to do with it, but I'm already out. I'm already free. Free yourself first. Free yourself first. Highly, highly recommend it. Because you got two different outcomes. They're both successful. The advice is to choose which one you want. Organize what you actually want from this. Decide how you want it to play out. Be very, very careful. You could have the easy way, get yourself out first, leave the information for others to do as they wish. Or you still get success, but it's harder. It's a lot harder if you tell everybody and you have to do it along with them. You found the information. You figured it out. It's because of you everybody's going to be able to get free from this. You shouldn't have to struggle with everybody else. You did the struggle. You did the legwork. You did your piece. Get out first. Leave the information for other people. They can do what they want after. Highly, highly, highly recommend it. Did that sound preachy? I didn't mean it to. But like, make it easy on yourself. There's no reason you should struggle. You shouldn't have to struggle at that point. You don't have to. I keep feeling like you don't have to. Is there anything I'm missing? Like, I know you have people you care about, and there's people who are very good here for you. People you care about. I feel like that's why you might let the cat out of the bag before you go. I know that makes sense. Just make sure when you leave, they get the information first then. That way they can, or like, kind of tell them, hey, come outside with me, by the way. Come outside. I want to show you something. And then show them the information. Be like, and now that we're already outside, if you want to go back in, that's your business, but I'm not. Do it that way, maybe. You can do it that way too, I guess. Now that we're out, I'm not going back in. But if you want to, I understand. But here's the information. I'm not going back in there. I'm not doing it. I freed myself from the devil. I'm done. That's why, because you care about people. And that's a great thing. I still get, like, wait till you're out. After you're out, give them the information. Even text them. Call them up. Like, hey, by the way, did you know this? Yeah, I'm already outside. Come on out here. Come on out here. And tell whoever you want on the way. I mean, you're going to have to do it the way you want to do it. I totally get that. But they're just saying still get yourself out first and then share. I highly, highly recommend it. But you got to do what you think is right, of course. All right, I'm going to shut this down here. I hope that helps. Thank you for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James the number 4, astral@gmail.com. If you're interested in the donation information, that's below. Same email. Thanks again for watching, and have a great day.